Chapter 4, Sloka 33. Akriti, we will do chanting. And we will pray to Krishna Bhagwan Ji that we offer this class chanting to him. Okay, chanting Shreyan Dravya. Akriti. Varsha ma'am, we will do chanting. Shloka 33.
Sure, ma'am.
Shreyan Dravya.
Shreyan Dravya
Maya Dagya.
Maya Dagya
Jnana Yagyaha.
Jnana Yagyaha
Parantapa.
Parantapa
Sarvam karma
Sarvam Karma
ilam partha
Kilam Partha
jnane pari
Jnane Pari
samapyate.
Samapyate
Sloka 34. Tadviddhi
Tatvidhi
pranipatena
Pranipatena
pariprashnena
Pariprashnena
sevaya
Sevaya
upadekshyanti
Upadekshanti
te jnanam
Te Jnanam
jnaninastatva
Jnaninastatva
darshinaha.
Darshinaha
यज्ञात्वा
Yajkyatva
न पुनर्मोहा
Na Punarmoha
मेवं यास्यसि
Mevam Yasyasi
पांडव
Pandava
येन भूतान्
Yena Bhutan
यशेषेण
Yasheshena
द्रक्ष्यस्यात्मन्य
Drakshasyatmanya
होमयि.
Thomai.
Thank you so much. Now we will do the meaning part. So here Krishna Bhagwan Ji is telling that yagna of knowledge is greater than any other material yagna, meaning that reading of Vedic books, Upanishads, or many spiritual books are there. So he's saying that reading of those. So why to read? When we read, we gain the knowledge, we get the awareness, we get the enlightenment. So he's saying that from all the yagnas, he has mentioned many yagnas. So he's telling that yagna of knowledge is far, far better than any other knowledge. So here Krishna Bhagwan Ji is, no, that is why it is a saying, right? Like reading books is a very good habit. It can be any book. So we should try to read more and more of books. And now though we have so many other options, we can even listen to books, there are podcasts or there are Kindle where books are being, you can just listen to those books instead of reading. So basically, when we read, what happens, our concentration level increases because you are so much engrossed. You are in that book, you will get lost in that. So he's saying that yagna, that is also a sacrifice. Why it is a sacrifice or yagna or homam? Because you are giving that time to read. You are not doing any other thing. Either you are not working or either you are not watching the screen. So now the screen time is there. Either you are not no chit-chatting, you are just not being lazy. You are giving time to read that book. That is why it is called yagna. Yagna is what? It is a sacrifice. Sacrifice of all other things. And you are focusing on that particular thing. So if we see that Krishna Bhagwan Ji is totally talking about the yagnas, which is totally different from all those material yagna or homam, what we know. Right? We know as yagna or homam as to have that square thing, and we put all those yagna samagri, we put fire, we do so much of offerings. But if you notice here, Krishna Bhagwanji is talking about very simple yagnas that we can do in our daily routine. We can do yagna daily, right? By doing our karma selflessly. Now he's talking about the knowledge of yagna. So true knowledge makes the person wise, and true knowledge helps us to get disengaged from the results of our karma. So instead of reading books, one can even listen to lectures about these books with concentration. So here we came to know one more type of yagna, and it is very easy peasy for the persons who love to read books. There are many people who love to read books. So it is also a good way of sacrificing. So we come to know certain things which are already been told by other wise people. It is very commonly heard, read books, it is good for you. We have come across so many times. Our teachers used to tell throughout our school time and the college time. Right? So even Krishna Bhagwanji is also telling, read books. It gives you more knowledge, and it is the best sacrifice that you can do towards me. So reading books is just to gain the knowledge. You should not have any other intention. So if we see, Krishna Bhagwanji is just trying to, what he is trying to teach us, that it is all the feelings which is inside. It is how we think, how we perceive, what are our intentions. If we see, if you notice, what are we being learning, what he's teaching to us, that our intentions should be good, there shouldn't be any expectations, our feelings, our emotions should be under control, right? Our mind and heart and all the senses should be focused on Krishna Bhagavanji. So if we see, it's everything inside us, nothing is from outside. He's not telling to change the world. He tells, don't ever go to change the world. It is not your job. Don't ever try to change people, change the world, change the nature surrounding to you. It is not your job. What is our job? To do our karma and to follow all these instructions. So basically, these are all the instructions or the rules and the regulations given by Sri Krishna ji. So he's not going to tell you now, because generally we people are scared of the rules. Whenever we hear, okay, new rule, so we get scared because we have a phobia that we cannot adopt to any new type of rule. So he will not tell now. He tells in chapter 6 in the last that these are the rules, what I have been teaching you. You need to follow it accordingly, what I have said. I'm just telling you now itself so that you remember what he's been telling us step by step. He is not imposing anything. He is given choice, variety of choices that we can choose according to our convenience. So in Shloka 33, he's sharing that reading books is also a yagna of knowledge. Okay. Now Ritu Bhabi, please explain.
So in this shloka, Krishna Bhagwanji has been talking about the different types of sacrifices that we can make towards achieving our goal. And in this shloka, he is speaking of knowledge also as a sacrificial element. He is saying that we should gain knowledge by reading books, and the knowledge should be used in making our life better and achieving Krishna.
So much. Akriti, would you like to explain?
I didn't understand fully because my network is bad.
You can explain whatever you understand.
Okay, so Krishna is saying that if we read books, we get lots of knowledge. Don't think that reading books will give you more time or anything else.
Good, you understood everything. See, I knew it. Good girl. Now, Krishna Bhagwanji is telling, he has told about reading the books. Sometimes what happens, we don't understand what we are reading. Maybe it's complicated. It can be anything. So he's telling that you can approach a guru or a teacher to understand more, or you can approach a master. So he's now giving an option, like if you are not able to read or if you are not able to understand, you can always approach a teacher, master, or a guru to gain the knowledge, to understand to its best. So he's telling that you be polite to your teacher, render some service to your teacher or the guru from where you are learning. So basically he's guiding that how you need to treat a teacher. So on this, I will say that in Bhagavatam, it has come that in Kali Yuga, teachers will not get any respect. And that is true. That teachers will be the last person to get the respect. It can be anything. So it is the effect of the Kali Yuga. So here Krishna Bhagavan is telling that it is always better to approach a teacher as well if we are not able to understand by the books. Because sometimes few knowledge are very complicated. Maybe it is easy for others, it might be not be easy for us. Because everybody's intellect is different. Not everybody's intellect is same. So that is why he is giving an option. Now we also have many other options as well. As I said earlier, podcast, or you can even listen in the Kindle. So many options are there. So we can opt for any option as per our choice. So this is what Krishna Bhagavan is saying in 34, and it is a very easy peasy. Varsha ma'am, please explain.
Yes, ma'am. So, as Krishna Bhagwan ji says that the sacrifice of knowledge uh, is far superior than the sacrifice of material things. In order to understand the true nature of the knowledge, we need to approach a seer or a guru or a master or a teacher so that we can fully imbibe the true meaning of the knowledge that we have st- uh, studied.
So much. Akriti, your turn.
Saying that if we get confused in whichever book we are reading, we can approach an adult teacher or parent.
Yeah, good parent as well. Parents are the first teacher in our life. Good point. Now, Shloka 35, Shri Krishna ji is saying that once you have understood, once you are following the path which is shown in Gita by the Supreme Lord, then what happened? Then you understand the fact, you get the enlightenment that all the living creatures on this universe are nothing but the part of the Supreme Lord. They are within the Supreme Lord. Why they are within the Supreme Lord? Because everybody has a small, very small, tiny fragment of Sri Krishna ji. And if you read the Bhagavatam, you will understand that we are somewhere on Supreme Lord. We are either hanging on his hand or legs or thighs. So actually there it is a detailed description like how everything is within him. He says again and again that everything is inside me and I am inside them. Because it is like this is the body. So we are near the navel. Okay, the topmost is the Golok. That is the most supreme place one can achieve. So there only the soul goes, not the body. Then there are many other lok, and then near the navel is the earth where we are lying. So that is why he is saying here that all are within me and I am within them. Then you understand this fact. If we go and say to any layman, they will say, what are you talking? I'm not able to understand a bit. Everything is going beyond me. Because they have not got the enlightenment. We just cannot go and tell this. We have to explain them step by step. They need to get some trust. They need to understand what is divine power, what is divine consciousness, what is the absolute truth, what is Supreme Lord. That is what Krishna Bhagwan Ji is saying, that once, if you are able to follow the path, you are able to understand the knowledge, no, then you will be under no confusion. There will be no more confusion. And what is that confusion? That we don't have that likes and dislikes. No, it's very, very common that humans have the likes and dislikes. It is there for anything and everything. We can start from the food, they are so choosy, then the clothes, then the places, then the humans, then the living creatures, everything, right? Humans have, it is a very common nature that is there in all the humans. So Krishna Bhagavan is telling, go beyond that. Come over it and have no likes and dislikes, and be neutral, you be equanimous towards everyone. It is not that you have to come out of this. If you remember chapter 2 also, Krishna Bhagavan Ji was telling again and again, be equanimous, be neutral, control your intellect, mind, heart, and senses, and treat everyone as equal. That you see everyone, in everyone you see Krishna Bhagavan Ji. So here also the same thing he is telling, that after getting the knowledge, obviously when we know what is the truth, then we will start also believing that fact. And it will, obviously it will come by default, it will pop in our mind that okay, in everyone Sri Krishna Ji is there, so you cannot hate anyone. When you believe that fact, can you hate Sri Krishna Ji? Nobody can hate. So that makes you be equanimous. That makes us to be neutral, to be calm, and to see everyone with one eye, with one vision, with one perception. And there is no difference, there is no like and dislike. So here, two things Krishna Bhagavan is telling. One is about likes and dislike, removal of that, being equanimous, seeing Krishna Bhagavan Ji in everyone. It is not that we have to go to temples or any pilgrimage place. Even though we go, but still he's telling that I am everywhere surrounding to you. So this is the message in Shloka 35. Okay, Ritu Bhabi, please explain.
Yeah, so in this shloka, Krishna Bhagavan Ji says that after you have all acquired all this knowledge about about sacrificing, what all you can sacrifice, you should ultimately see me in everything and be equanimous to everyone. And you have to believe that I am in you and you are in me, as in like it's one entity, Bhagwan Ji and the human. So you have to understand this concept, and it may sound difficult to understand or not believe, but you have to conceptualize it like that.
Thank you so much. Agriti, your turn.
Krishna is saying that after we get the knowledge, we need to go. I can understand.
We're busy somewhere else. Otherwise, it's so super duper easy. Now listen to Varsha ma'am, okay? Varsha ma'am, please explain.
Yes, ma'am. So once we have understood and we are enlightened with knowledge, uh, we can really understand that the entire universe is within us. Sri Krishna Bhagwan Ji is within us, and uh, basically that's what he's trying to tell in the shloka, that we will be able to understand what is a like and dislike and differentiate between them, and we can treat everyone with equanimity, and we can understand that we are a part of Sri Krishna Bhagwan Ji, and Sri Krishna Bhagwan Ji is a part of us.
Thank you so much. Akriti.
I think I
Sorry? Akriti, you are frozen. You are telling something?
didn't understand.
You didn't understand. Sri Krishna ji is telling that.
I didn't understand because I was busy.
Okay, listen to me. Sri Krishna ji is telling that 1 minute. He's telling after you get the knowledge. What is knowledge? We got the awareness. Sri Krishna Bhagwan ji is teaching us from chapter 2, Sloka 11, and we are here, chapter 4, in Sloka 30s. So he's telling till now you have gained so much of knowledge, so much of awareness. So now we understand what is divine power, what is Supreme Lord, what are living creatures. So after getting the awareness, when you are able to follow the path what he is showing, then there won't be any likes and dislikes. And you will start seeing Supreme Lord in every living creature. Understood? Akriti. You're frozen. Your network is very bad, Akriti. Now, come on, explain.
Saying that after we get the awareness, we won't have any likes or dislikes, and we will see everyone inside Sri Krishna.